All right, this is take number 2 of the recap video for 2/8. Like last week, I recorded on the wrong screen, so we're gonna do it right. We'll start it all over. So let's get on into it. Today is February the 8th, 2017. Today is day number 26 of our marathon to a million. The title for today is "Don't Stop Until You Get to the Finish Line." Let me read that journal post quickly. I have noticed some start along this road of day trading, but their exuberance fizzles out and they stop working at learning and getting better at their craft. I've now been to 2 trader and investor conferences hosted by Timothy Sykes and a number of other successful traders, at which point I've met and networked with many people, many of which I do not hear from anymore. I've also learned that far more people lose money, 90%, in the stock market than folks that make money, 10%. That's a statistic that's available on the internet. Quitting is a habit for a lot of men and women. Just see the statistics of gym memberships that go unused 45 days after joining in January of each year. Right about 45 days later right now, 39 days. But we all have the ability to finish what we start and to honor self-promises. The goal is to make completing what you start an addiction, a constructive pattern of action. One of the most important ways that can help us is for us to see daily goals as an illustration of how you will approach the whole marathon. You really can't do anything about tomorrow, and today is all you have, so just focus on today. The next day will come, and you will have an opportunity again. So on a daily basis, as you stick to it, you're going to be working to enhance your capability to follow through and succeed. This might be the finest characteristic you can develop through this Marathon to a Millions documentary. Listen to today's song from above so you can find the best in you. Marvin Sapp's song titled Best in Me. All right, quickly to the video, quickly to the trades. AKAO, we shorted positive news, so we shorted carefully. And I'm glad we covered the solid dollar mark, held itself as support at 19. Glad we covered it up and got out of the way because after that, it ran to $20.20. Dries, slow roller today, $4 was support. I'm interested to see if it revisits the $2 mark soon. We'll continue to watch each day and welcome back our friend REN to the watch list as well. We'll be watching that one tomorrow. They had a good $3 in movement today on the long side. Forex, this had a strong move to the $5 mark, so we shorted it down to the 4.7 as it wouldn't go any further in a funky level 2 spread. We covered the 4.8 right before lunch to be safe. Looks a whole lot like yesterday where we covered right before lunch and then it pushes up against us. So very, very good with executing, getting out of a trade that no longer is going in your favor. PULM was a pretty solid short and covered before this ran up later in the day. It also gave a signal to short at the 5.1, 5.2 area, but we didn't take the second play. So this first one at 483 was pretty good. It pushed really, really hard for about 6, 7, 8 minutes. So showed some resistance, and we ran them down to the $0.5 mark, 4.5. It wouldn't give it up. So 454, we had a 4-cent trail, and it got us out probably at 454. AMD, like AKAO, earnings winner, which also was green on the day. So essentially this ends up being a scalp, but we respect the chart and probably missed a dip buying opportunity before the short as it, I guess dropped a little bit here down to the 13.3 area. That's probably an opportunity where we could have bought it. And one of the things that I wanted to respect with this chart is it has a low, makes a high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we have to cover because if that pattern is actually being true to itself as it breaks this downtrend at the 13.4 area. I think it went 13.36. I put a 4-cent trail. If it was going to fade down, let's go ahead and get to it. If not, I want to be out of your way as it comes all the way up to nearly 13.80. And it's amazing. AMD, I think we were playing this back in March, May, April, somewhere like that. And this thing was $3.70. It's come a very long way in less than a year. CXRX, dip bought CXRX, and glad we took profit as it sold off extremely hard later. CXRX on the daily RSI was 81 to 2 hour 63, so it actually fit the criteria for the short, and the short direction actually was better. And we actually, took it basically from 310 to 323 on the average price. I got my second on my dip ad at $3, so that brought my price to $3.10. As it went through $3.20 and went to the opening price, it started to show some weakness. So we closed out the long position, and glad we did, because it ended up running down to 2.6 later in the day. Most solid play of the day, pre-market. Got to play both pre-market and closed in the pre-market. We got short at 310 on RGSC, and we ran them down to 2.5. With pre-market plays, you don't have the privilege of doing fancy orders or trail stops or anything like that. So it's straight limits in and out. So as it came to 250, we had to go ahead and just take the profit on there. 60-cent gain as it naturally, went a little bit better and ran down to the $2 mark. Because we have to manage it, we don't mind that. That's a pretty good play. My goal was actually just to run it from 310 to 280. So we actually doubled the goal, and no complaints on that play at all. And JDST, this is our first day trade in the PDT restricted Robinhood account. Last August we started the swing trades over there, and with the swing trades, we finally got all of them closed out. Bristol Myers and CXRX finally got closed out within the last 2 weeks. Bristol Myers actually was done today, and we took basically a 1% gain, and we got a couple dividend payments during that time. And then CXRX naturally was a pretty good win. So now it's all about JDST and NUGT will be the primary plays that we play on a pattern day trade. And we'll see how we do with that account. We'll try to get it out of PDT before the end of the year. All right, so that's all of our plays today. PIP, I'm 113, and I don't know what to do with it yet. So I'll figure it out in the after hours. We'll report about it on tomorrow's recap video, unless something amazing happens here after hours, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's not a lot of movement. So it may be starting to get to the point where it is dead in the water. That'll end my recap video. We'll be back on live. Today's motivational video is about 8-9 minutes, so stay tuned. It's pretty good. You'll like it.
It's good to be a dreamer, but it's better to be a planner and a worker.
There are two kinds of people. In life, there are dreamers, and there are those I call the risk takers. Today, if I will tell you the difference between a dreamer from those who take risk. A dreamer only dreams and stops dreaming when the going gets tough. Do you know what risk takers do? They tell their tough to keep going. Yes, risk takers tell their tough to keep going. The question is, are you a dreamer or a risk taker? Live your dream. When others go to sleep, keep on pushing your dream. When others quit, keep going. Keep climbing the ladder of success when no one else believes in you. Everyone was born to dream. Not everyone will love to take risk. It is not enough to be a dreamer. Being a dreamer will not make you rich. Being a dreamer will not make you successful in life. It is absolutely not enough to be a dreamer, because everyone was born with that thing called a dream. Bill Gates, Nelson Mandela, Steve Jobs, to mention a few. These are the risk takers. Those are men who left everything they had for their dreams. Do you want to be you and live your dream, or you want to be what your family members want you to be? Do you want to die living your legacy, or you want to live trying to please everyone in life? Live your dream. You don't need your friends to live your dream. You don't need your family members to live your dream. You and only you have got the power to make your dream come true. Only you and no one else. There are dreamers who wish they could write a book. There are dreamers who wish they could do this very thing I'm doing right now. There are dreamers who spend their whole life wishing that if only I could become this or that, I would become happy. Live your dream. When you live your dream, you don't go looking for happiness. Happiness will come looking for you. When you live your dream, You don't go looking for others' approval. Others will come looking for you. When you live your dream and die, your dream will live after you. Live your dream.
It's good to be a dreamer, but it's better to be a planner and a worker. A dreamer will always dream. Results don't come from dreams. Planners and workers take risks to make their own dream a reality. I am a risk taker, and I know that the only real failure in life could be not living my dream. I will not leave my dream a dream. No way on this earth. You have something inside you, something that is different than the rest. Bring it out. Go after your dreams.
You're right. I'll get even further. They thought I would amount to nothing, but I was never nothing. They said it was out of reach. They said it couldn't be done. They said I wasn't capable. They said I wasn't the one. But they forgot to check my heart. They forgot to check my soul. Every time they told me no, that just made me hungry, made me grow. They said I wasn't ready. I was born ready. I was born hungry. I was born with a desire far beyond their understanding. They said the top was only for those with opportunity. They assumed I'd fall into line, but I didn't ask for average, and I sure won't settle for it. I am ready to work, ready to grow, ready for everything. Let's go.
There can be no plan B. If you have a plan B, you are not all in. And to be great, you gotta be all in. All in for the one dream you have, that one target you have, that picture in your mind you can see so clearly, that picture of you doing what you wanna do, you being great. You are great. Burn the bridges. Don't look back. You aren't going that way. The only way you are going is forward. Forward to your goal. Forward to your greatness. If any obstacle obstructs your path, destroy them. Destroy them like the warrior you are. There is nothing that will get in the way of you and your goal. Nothing. Nothing. Keep moving forward and never, ever look back. I'm not blessed because everything went right. I'm blessed because I got fight. I've been through some tough times in my life. Times where I didn't think I could make it. Sometimes where maybe I didn't want to make it. But every time I was down, I got up. I fought back. I rose to the occasion. And there lies my greatest blessing. My fight, my drive, my will to win. I wasn't handed this life. I worked for it. I learned the greatest pleasure is fighting through the pain. The greatest satisfaction comes after conquering the greatest obstacle. No one said life was supposed to be easy. If living a great life was easy, everyone would do it. And we all know everyone doesn't do it. It doesn't matter what they do. What do you do? How big is your fight? How big is your heart?
You must work on yourself. Model the greats. Commit to something every single day that puts you in a positive state of mind. Don't waste time with meaningless things. You deserve greatness, and if you work for it, you will get it.
I make no excuses. I take no shortcuts. I focus on the job, and I get the job done.
It's supposed to be hard. If it were easy, everyone would do it. Keep your mouth shut and work. Let your success make the noise. I demand success. Success and nothing less. I will achieve success. I will never settle for anything less. I will work harder than the rest.